It's crazy how we already at the last episode of Invincible, but they did not disappoint. Even though that 3-month summer break ass pause was wild, every episode of the second part were bangers. But without further ado, let's get into this. So this episode starts off with Omni-Man showing why he's that Viltrumite. Just ripping robots in half for a couple more soldiers to walk in and shoot at Omni-Man with his big ass laser. But Omni-Man took no damage. He was just laying down to trick them niggas. Stood up as they approached with that psych, I switched it. Uppercutted him so hard his torso and head just despawned. And these other soldiers are light, but General Krieg comes in talking about some enough. And we didn't see Omni-Man all bloodied up because Krieg had 2 Viltrumites hold him down while Krieg was just playing Tekken 8 IRL practicing his combos. And man, y'all lucky, because if Omni-Man wanted to, he would have whooped all 3 of y'all. I'm pretty sure Omni-Man is like the 3rd strongest out of all the Viltrumites. Could have turned them niggas into Jean-Paul Gaultier Lamar, with Alan showing up telling Omni-Man that he's here for him and he's gonna get his ass out of this prison. But you know Omni-Man's depressed ass is telling him he already made up his mind and he's going to accept the execution, realizing what he did was fucked up. But then he tells Alan that he misses his wife. And bitch, I would too. His ass went from this to Bugs Life 3. But if y'all remember from the last episode, Mark got that call from Angstrom. So you know Mark is instantly there ready for that fade. But Angstrom is like, hold up, stay your ass right there before I pull the Wayne family special on your mom. Angstrom even uses his BO2 EMP kill streak and disable Mark's AirPods so he can't talk to Cecil. And he hella mad, throwing a tantrum because Mark doesn't remember his name. Like, if you don't shut your Jimmy Neutron ass up. But Mark then charges at him, but Angstrom puts a portal up in time, sending Mark to Jurassic Park with dinosaurs that talk. And Mark gets brought back, tumbling and hitting everything. Like, what are you doing, Mark? How fast were you backing up for you to be doing this? But anyways, Angstrom has Mark's brother talking about how he never saw him in any other realities, for him to say that no one has to get hurt as long as Mark dies. Throwing Oliver, but Mark's mom hits this clean ass save. So Mark's mad now and he tries to rush Angstrom again, but instead gets sent to this Temu ass Spider-Man world. We got Spider-Man over here with his Kodak ass fit matching with audio video cables. If I was Mark, I would have told him to change that fit, but it is what it is. Mark then comes back again using his Talk No Jutsu, trying to tell Angstrom he isn't evil and he isn't going to hurt him or his family. But Angstrom starts tweaking out, sending Mark away again to then start seeing what all the other Marks did to the different versions of Angstrom. And bro, this nigga Mark was a menace. He was pulling Captain Marvel moves and just flying into the ground, blowing up everything. And even lining people up in a long ass line and just going down the line playing Duck Duck Goose, decapitating them. And that's not even the worst Mark. Angstrom and his son are hiding, and Mark finds them rocking his clean ass black and yellow fit. Give him some black taxis and this fit would be even cleaner. But it's Mark's like, oh, Angstrom, you thought your big head ass could hide from me? Then he flash steps Angstrom's son, murking him. And after seeing all this, I would have understood why Angstrom is doing all this if it wasn't for the fact that Mark ain't one of these evil ones. Like, why don't you go harass one of these Marks? Instead, you're doing it to the only good one, like, bruh. But Mark comes back through this portal with a whole ass Fortnite sniper. But again, Angstrom's scary ass telling Mark to stop before he murks his family, but then pulls out the throwing knife and throws it for Mark to fly at it and go through another portal. With Angstrom talking again, but Debbie ain't trying to hear none of that. Smacks him with a flower pot to then slash his ass with a random ass piece of wood or something, all while she was holding that purple baby, bro. Get her a contract in the NFL, bro. But he starts talking again about how she isn't innocent because all the other Debbies joined the evil Marks, which doesn't make any sense because she isn't one of those evil Debbies. Like, bro, I thought he was supposed to be smart, but he be saying all this dumbass shit, having me looking at the screen like. But Debbie says what I was exactly thinking, telling Angstrom that he's just mad because Mark and her ain't evil, unlike his alien forehead build at. Angstrom just picks her ass up, slams her to then grab her arm and snap that bitch like it's celery. Got Mark's mom hitting a whip and Nene like, come on Mark, stop hitting these Scooby-Doo ass turns flying into Angstrom portal, because if he didn't lock in, then I would've, nigga. I would've started throwing hands with him through the screen. So we get a compilation of all the dimensions Mark has been to while his mom's arm got turned into a boomerang. Mark was out here getting folded by cavemen. He was even talking with Batman, telling him his name is Lazy. Like, Mark, I know you ain't talking. Out here getting folded by Neanderthals, and your name is Invincible. Ain't nothing about your ass invincible, bruh. So Angstrom opens another portal, but Mark thinks this time before just speeding right to it. Instead, he waits till Angstrom pokes his head in to then pull a Five Nights at Freddy's and jump scare his ass, to then see what Angstrom did to his mom. His mom's sitting against the wall like a hollow from Dark Souls. He grabs Angstrom and takes his ass outside, with Angstrom punching him, telling Mark that the doctors that rebuilt him also pack-a-punched him, with Angstrom starting to just ragdoll Mark through every dimension, just slapping his ass around. Like, what are you doing? If Omni-Man saw his wife like that, I mean, do I even have to bring up what happened to the Immortal multiple times? But I guess Mark heard me, because then he hits Angstrom, sending him flying way back, with Mark yelling and flying towards him. So Angstrom tries to pull that weak ass portal trick again, but Mark's too fast, sends Angstrom flying again, had that boy skydiving. His ass was that high in the sky from that hit from Mark. Mark then hits him with a double little quick combo midair to then start giving Angstrom that, what, 17 more years? I mean, look, bro was doing the exact same stuff that his dad did to him. Angstrom was hurt so bad, they ain't even show what he looked like. And Mark realizes that he killed Angstrom, which I don't understand why he started tweaking and telling himself that he needed to kill Angstrom, because Angstrom was about to kill his whole family. If I was Mark, I would have been like, fuck your homie dead, most of their ass got hit in the head. And after that, I was wondering what Mark's gonna do now since he killed Angstrom, but luckily the older versions of the Guardians of the Globe pull up to help Mark get back home, with Mark saying that he doesn't know if he could have survived, but Robot tells him he did, but he wouldn't have liked what he became, which I'm assuming he probably went crazy or bad or something. But right before he goes, Eve tells Mark that she likes him and has been liking him for a long time, and that he needs to tell Eve if he likes her back or not. So Mark goes back to his time to check on his mom, which she's alright, but you know, she got a black eye, but Mark is wilding out, all because he killed Angstrom. Like, bro, that big head ass dude was gonna kill your family. You're good, Mark. Chill out, Jamal. He even goes to watch his ex from afar, which in my opinion, Eve is way better. So I don't know why your ass hasn't gone to talk with her yet. But Mark then also talks with his mom, telling her he's quitting school, which I would have been done. How the hell you expect me to protect Earth while worrying about a science test? And this is where I found out Cecil doesn't pay them. Like, what? I know damn well your Amanda Waller ass got loads of money to be making stuff like teleportation. No way Mark and everyone else in the Guardians of the Globe have been risking their lives for free. I would have been outside Cecil's office protesting and shit. But his mom accepts the fact that, you know, he wants to quit school. And then finally Mark goes to talk with Eve, which he doesn't even tell her how he feels. Like, oh my god, bro. I was watching this shit with this look on my face.
What's wrong with him? Something wrong with this nigga, bro.
All I'm saying is Eve is way better than Amber. But the craziest part is when we see that Kate was still alive. I ain't gonna lie though, I've seen the comments, so I kind of knew she was alive, but it was still cool seeing her. But yeah, that's the last episode of Invincible. And I know I haven't been uploading, but I'm back for real. I'm gonna be uploading way more consistently. But Mark, don't be talking about Batman's name like that before I pull up. Because when I pull up, I'm gonna be hitting your ass with that Arkham game treatment.